So this evening, ACCE is proud to present its 13th Lifetime Achievement Award, sponsored by RBC.
And we'd now like to invite Ms. Lynn Hampson, Regional Vice President, Commercial Financial Services, Greater Toronto Region of RBC, to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of RBC, I'd like to say congratulations to all of the winners and the nominees this evening. Entrepreneurs are the lifeblood of the Canadian economy as they take risks and drive innovation. At RBC, we are privileged to work with entrepreneurs to help them build their businesses and thrive. In fact, we have dominant market share in the business, and we have the fortunate to work with 800,000 entrepreneurs across Canada. The ACCE Awards are amongst the most prestigious and recognized entrepreneurial awards in our country. RBC has deep business and personal ties in the Chinese-Canadian community. We are proud of our long-standing association with ACCE as we work together to promote entrepreneurs in the Chinese-Canadian community and to strengthen their competitiveness on a global basis. Tonight, I am honored to present the 2018 ACCE Lifetime Achievement Award, which over the years has celebrated some of Canada's most prominent and influential business and community leaders. The winner of this year's award has joined us from Vancouver, where he is chairman and CEO of Louie Group and London Drugs. Under his leadership, the company has grown and diversified through a chartered airline business, London Air Services, and expanded the organics business through Fresh Street Market. The group now employs nearly 10,000 people. On the top of his business achievements, this year's winner has served on many boards, including RBC, and I found out this evening that his father also served as a director for RBC. The recipient also dedicates much of his time to philanthropic, okay, I thought I might get that wrong. Okay, you know what I mean. Work with beneficiaries including Simon Fraser University, Meals on Wheels, math programs for Indigenous youth, plus many more. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Brandt Louie, the recipient of the 2018 ACCE Lifetime Achievement Award. Let's hear more about Dr. Louie's incredible story.
Dr. Brandt C. Louie is one of the most respected business entrepreneurs and philanthropists in Canada. Owner of the H.Y. Louie Group of Companies and London Drugs, the Vancouver-based family holding company is British Columbia's second largest private firm.
Today we run a business that encompasses about 10,000 employees in Western Canada, and we've entered our 115th year being in the same family. And I think that that's viewed as somewhat quite successful.
He joined the family business in 1972, using his knowledge as a chartered accountant to help the H.Y. Louie Group grow. In 1998, he was appointed chairman and CEO of London Drugs. He maintains a commitment to be involved in his community. The Vancouver Board of Trade, World Trade Center, the BC Business Council, the Historical Foundation of Canada, the Food Marketing Institute of Canada, Duke University Medical Center, and many more. As chairman of the Tong and Geraldine Louie Family London Drugs Foundation, Dr. Louie's business philosophy helped to make H.Y. Louie Company Limited, as well as London Drugs Limited, a huge success.
I've been very successful in bringing my two sons back and passing the reins of power and the running of the businesses to my sons, who now represent the fourth generation of the family in this business.
Under his leadership, H.Y. Louie Company advanced in different directions. For example, in 1999, the London Air Services were established for personal and corporate rentals of planes. And in 2002, the Sonora Resort on Sonora Island was purchased. Recently, a chain of supermarkets specializing in fresh and unique products was created, named Fresh Street Market.
In Canada, we have treasured the fact that we come from different cultures and different regions of the world. And I believe that we should maintain those cultures and maintain those ethnic backgrounds that we all come from. But at the same time, to be successful, we must be prepared to give back to the community, and we must be prepared to serve the community.
Some of Dr. Louie's accomplishments within the community include trustee for the Neuroscience Canada Foundation. He was appointed chair for the Variety Club Children's Charity. He has also served as a board member of the Royal Bank of Canada. Dr. Louie has also received many awards, including an honorary Doctor of Law degree at Simon Fraser University, where he served as Chancellor for 6 years, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of BC Lifetime Award, and was also awarded the Queen Elizabeth Jubilee Medal.
We should all strive to be good Canadians, willing to adapt and immerse our own cultures with the new cultures that we've come to enjoy. We come because we believe in this country. We come because this country has made us successful, and we owe an obligation to give back to this country, and in whatever way we can.
Through his business leadership and vision, humanitarianism and community spirit, as well as his outstanding contribution to Canada, Dr. Louie is a worthy recipient of the Association of Chinese Canadian Entrepreneurs Lifetime Achievement Award. Congratulations.
May I ask all of you to join me in welcoming Dr. Brandt Louie to the stage to receive the ACCE Lifetime Achievement Award presented by RBC.
Thank you very much, Lynn. Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn, for your very kind words. Good evening, honored guests, friends, and colleagues. I am enormously grateful and humble on being selected to receive this award from the Association of Chinese Canadian Entrepreneurs. I would like to thank President Kevin Au-Yeung and the board for this very gracious acknowledgement. My father, Tong Louie, was the first recipient of this award in 2006, and I am very moved to now share this experience with him. As I reflect on this evening and what it means for me, the thought occurred that a lifetime award is both gratifying and at the same time daunting. I say daunting because as I arrive now into my 70s, I feel I am just hitting my stride and have so much more to contribute. It is also a great responsibility to ensure that whatever I have accomplished thus far in my life continues to grow. It brings into focus the impact I can continue to make in my family, in the business community, and indeed for this country, Canada. It is gratifying that my efforts to grow a family company and extend our 115th year legacy in Canadian business has been met with success. That success is due in no small part to the many tens of thousands of men and women who became part of our extended family. Throughout all those years, they made their lives and careers with us, and I share this award with all of them tonight. Family and partnerships are two words you will hear throughout our businesses. They are also two words I value personally, as they describe my wife, Belinda. The strength and support I have received from her has always been a source of inspiration to me, and in honoring me tonight, you also honor her. This award has given me pause to think about how I have lived my life. I'm glad to say I have strived to live a life based on the same ethics and values of my father, uncles, and in particular, my grandfather, Louie. I owe much to these men, and their wisdom continues to guide myself and my two sons, who now represent the fourth generation of family leadership. Like many of you, came to this great country seeking opportunity. Like you, he faced challenges and obstacles, and as so many of you have done, he persisted when all evidence said it was impossible. Like you, he had a dream, yes, but he anchored that dream in hard work and pragmatism. Above all, he had a deep underlying belief that regardless of the circumstances or means, he would give back to this new country he had claimed as his own. I am often asked, what can I contribute to the longevity of our family company too? There are two key values that have remained constant. The first is the guiding principle my grandfather taught his sons based on the ancient Chinese philosophy of the mandate of heaven. That philosophy states that good leaders who are just and compassionate will rule with the mandate of heaven. If they deal kindly with others, give to their time, and are charitable, when their efforts will be met with prosperity and longevity. My grandfather wrote a series of letters to his sons shortly before he died and urged them to always obey the laws of heaven. Those words became his legacy and provided the compass for myself, my children, and they will continue to point the way for all of our future generations. The second value we live by is that we are rooted firmly in the past, but always looking towards the future. It is, in fact, the advice I offer to many new Canadians as they seek to create their own fortunes here. I tell them we must always honor our past, our culture, and our heritage. However, we must also adapt new ways of thinking and immerse ourselves in the culture of our chosen country. This has never been more important than at this moment in time. For the first time in 18 years, the Edelman Survey on Trust shows Canada in the #1 spot of countries most trusted globally for businesses headquartered here. Some of you may have attended the Edelman event here in Toronto and will have heard the commentary around what this means for Canadian business. One could say that we were lucky to have been voted as #1. I can tell you from my own experience that luck simply opens the door. It puts you in the right place at the right time. Luck is only present in the instant something is placed in our path. Recognizing it is an opportunity where transformation occurs. As business owners and entrepreneurs, we must take the lead in the conversation on how to capitalize on our global position of trusted partners. In fact, 68% of Canadians believe that CEOs should take the lead on creating change and not wait for governments. We cannot miss this opportunity to actively involve ourselves in driving economic prosperity, job creation, and innovation. The answer to the question, why choose Canada, from our global partners must be met with a sustained and unified response from each one of us, from coast to coast to coast. As I said earlier, I still have great plans for the future, and I intend to be part of that ongoing conversation regarding Canada's place in the global economy. Great nations, just like great companies, are built and flourish based on solid foundations. Those foundations are grounded in strong ideals and values. They are born from an inherent belief that we can only succeed to the extent that we are willing to help others do the same. This is our reputation as a country. and it is something I've tried to model in my own life. In closing, I would like to say I am truly honored and inspired by receiving this award. Not just tonight, but in the coming years, it will serve to remind me of my responsibilities as a business leader and as a committed Canadian citizen. I offer my heartfelt gratitude to all of you. I wish you continued prosperity and success in all of your endeavors. It is my hope that each of you will work to create a legacy worthy of your ancestors, and that it becomes a beacon for all the generations yet to come. Thank you.